Hi everyone, it's Jen from practicalbydefault.com, solutions for the working homeschool mom, and I am here to talk about planning. Now I'm just going to make sure that this is working. Give it a second here. There we go. All right, so today we're going to talk about planning, and one of the things that I have struggled with as a working homeschooling mom is many of the planners and planning system out there isn't designed to carry or handle everything that I have going on in my life. So for example, sometimes you may have heard about the theory of big rocks, and often they tell you to divide your life up into 3 big rocks. Now, my problem with this idea is that my life has more than 3 big rocks. They're all vital, they're all important. And so I needed a unique or customizable system that could handle my life. Now this live training is based on the free email course, and I will provide a link in the description of this video for you if you want to sign up. It will give you access of a step-by-step walkthrough and all the worksheets and everything that I talk about. But it is not a requirement. That live training, or the free e-course, is called How to Tame Your Hectic Schedule and Get Things Done. So for this live training, there are some things that you're going to need. You will need a planner, of course. Now this doesn't have to be a paper planner, but it can be. I'm going to show you mine. So this is the one I'm currently using this year. It's by Sarah Scribbles. It is a 16-month weekly layout and a monthly layout. And so for example, I'll show you kind of what that looks like, maybe. So here's a weekly layout. As you can tell, I don't have it filled in yet. I have some comics and stuff here. And then it has the monthly overview of the month. Okay, so I'm using this one along with other things. So you're going to need your planner, whatever it is. Some people like to use digital or online. So you're looking at Evernote, you're looking at Trello, you're looking at Asana. So you're going to need some sort of planning system, and I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes. You're also going to need your current schedules. So any schedules that you have. So your homeschool schedule, your working schedule, your husband's schedule, your children's extracurricular activities, appointments, doctor's appointments, vet appointments, anything like that. You're going to need to gather all those pieces of information up, put them somewhere because we're going to be using them. You're also going to need, if you're using a paper planner, you're also going to need some pens. Now, I like to buy the packages that look like this. So you get 10. You're going to need about 3. And the reason I'm asking for 3 is because we are going to be talking about the 3-step magic formula, which is not the same as the 3 big rocks. So you will need, I like to use a different color for each section just so I can kind of see it. Now I will admit I don't stick to that when I'm filling out my planner. And I'll show you an example of what it filled out looks like. There you go. But if you are super organized, the reason I don't always use the same pen is because I don't have it when I go to put it in my planner. But if you use the same colors, the important part is that at a quick glance you can see, oh, this color is for this step, and this color is for this step, and this color is for this step. Okay? So that will really help you out. And then, of course, if there's anything creative you like to add to your planner. So I picked up a few things at Michael's or on Amazon when they go on sale for a bad day. Sticky notes. These are great for planning your planner for the week. I've talked about this. Using these little notes, it's great because you can move them around as you need to for the week. And of course, any like fun paper clips and little tabs that can help you find where you are. And then of course, a lot of moms like to use decorating and setting up their planner as a self-care. You know, they take out their cup of coffee or tea or whatever, they take out their treats, they sit down with all their information, and they get scheduled for the week. And I'll be talking about that much later. So those are the things that you will need this month or this week coming up as we plan out the planners, all right? So today we're going to dig into step 1, and we're talking about planners in general. So the key about planning is that you need to be as scheduled as you personally need to be for your life. So what happens is that we often get caught up in other people's idea of what our planning system should be. For example, some people need every little detail planned out in their planners. You know, they need it all written down. Wake up at such a time, get dressed, have breakfast, drink coffee, change your clothes, throw your stuff in the bag, grab your lunch, all the way through until falls into bed. Now, you might look at that list and freak out because there is no way you can handle being that scheduled. That's okay. Do this your way. Everything about this course is completely customizable. This system works for anybody because you're the one creating it, so you can make the changes needed for your life. So we can flip that around, right? Like if I looked at someone's course, or planner, sorry, and it only had 3 things in it, work, homeschool, dishes, I would be like, I don't know what to do. So you need to do whatever it is. Now the key I said was being scheduled, right, for your life. But you don't want it so scheduled that there's no way to breathe, there's no way to see what's going on, it gets overwhelming, it gets so cluttered you don't understand what's going on. That is not what we want. So again, we're going to be scheduled as we need to be for your life. So the point is, the second point is that there is no perfect planner. You ever see people say, oh, I found the perfect planner, and they absolutely love it, and that's really, really great because it works for them. But there is not just one planner that will cover every single person's needs. It just doesn't work that way because we're all different. So I have some questions here for you when you consider your planner. So why am I saying you even need a planner to begin with? Well, you have all these moving parts, right? You have your work, which entitles many, many different things. It includes bosses and clients and, travel and tasks and to-do lists, and you have all that. Then you have your homeschool, which includes your children, their education, the books they're using, the programs, if there's any tests, if there's any extracurricular activities, if you have volunteer work. Then you have your life, which is like looking after the house and keeping the house clean and buying groceries and paying bills, yard work, animals, pet care. There's so much that if you don't have a system of some sort, be it digital, paper, or combined, something is going to fall in the cracks and you're going to forget. And after you forget all these things, time after time again, it gets really frustrating and you start to feel behind and overwhelmed. So we're going to prevent that by helping you find some sort of planning system that works for you personally. So I'm going to give you some questions and I want you to think about them when you're picking out your planner, okay? The questions are, do I need every little thing mapped out? So if you need every little thing mapped out, you're going to want a different layout or the way the page is designed or the app is designed, okay? Do you need an outline with lots of wiggle room? Do you need time blocking or batching to make your life work? Do you prefer paper planners? Do you prefer printable planners that are customizable? So the difference of a paper planner and a printable planner, I'll show you an example of those. It's right in my hand. I was looking for it. So a printable planner looks like something like this. Okay, so you print out the pages you want, where a paper planner is like the planner I showed you earlier. It comes done, okay? Or do you need a digital planner, something you can take with you on the go that's really easy to use? Do you want an online planner also? That one of the benefits for many online planners is you can share it with family members. So if you need to be somewhere, you can send that out to your family and they know that's where you are during that time. Or do you need a mix? So personally, I use a paper planner along with a Google Calendar on my phone with notifications. I also use daily to-do lists. So those three things combined help me stay organized and get things done each and every day. So you do have, I do have a story to tell you, because there is such thing as having too many planners. So at one time in my life, I actually had 7 planners in order to make my working homeschool mom life work for me. It was exhausting. And it took me a long time to figure out how to reduce those planners down to the system that I use now. And so this is the exact system that I'm sharing with you today. But at that time, to me, those 7 planners were working. It was helping me get everything done. The scary part is that I was always terrified I was going to lose one of the 7 planners and the information in it. For an example, some of the planners that I had was one for work. It was completely dedicated for my work outside the home. So it would have any tasks, clients, boss notes, anything like that in it. And it was very important for me not to lose that. I also had my work at home planner, which would have all the deadlines, topics, keyword research, all the questions, anything like that that I needed to run my business. I also had a homeschool planner that was just for me. So that would have all the kids' extracurricular activities, science experiments, programs, book lists. That's just 3 of them. And so I had this fear of losing one of them. When you narrow or trim down your system to exactly what you need, it makes things so much easier. So I did that for a while, used the 7 planners, and then I replaced it with one online planner. And that was Homeschool, it's from Buyers Co-op, forget the name. Anyways, if you know the name, let me know. I'll put it in the description of this video when I stop, because I know I'll find it as soon as I'm done. Anyways, it worked great until it didn't. All of a sudden it stopped working. The kids wouldn't use it for their school, they wouldn't check things off, and then I'd go to log in and there was all these notifications. And so I'd have to take time out of my busy schedule to fix the problem. So that stopped working. I needed to come up with another solution. So don't be surprised if the first planner or planning system that you get may not work. We're going to talk about that near the end of how to review and fix problems, because being stuck with a system that just doesn't work and doesn't give you solutions to those problems is really frustrating. All right, so organization is key. You need to know what you're doing and when you need to be there to do it in order to make sure that everything gets done. You need to be scheduled as you need to be for your life, not someone else's. So your homework for tonight is to find a planning system. Use the questions that I gave you to figure out what the best planning system for you is right now for this season of your life. Okay, and we'll be back next day to talk about your focus, and we're going to dig into how to create a simple plan and what the 3-step more magic formula is. All right, so I'll leave you with that, and I will see you next day. Have a great day.